All right, so here we go. Let's just start with our nice warm up. Let's inhale up, bending the knees and letting those arms really go up high. And when you come up, curl the back. One vertebrae at a time, shoulders down. Tucking the chin, stretch up again even higher. And take it back and curl on up and reach up. Let's do 3 more. Take it back, arms up. And curl up and stretch. 2 more. Take it back and curl. And last one. Take it back and curl. All the way up and drop it. And now let's go into a nice flat back. Woo, arching the tail up, tucking the chin, lifting from the top back. Oh, that feels good. Good, let's drop the arms and do a little bit of bouncing, pulling that belly button in and up just a little bit. And we're gonna do our alternate, and drop, and 2, and drop. 1 more, 3, and drop. Now hold there and just bend one leg. We're gonna do some just little, almost like little speed skaters, little side to side lunges. So maybe put an elbow on one knee and just give it a minute to open up and shift on over to the other side and shift again. And just warming those legs up. Ooh, that feels good, doesn't it? Let's put both elbows on both knees. So we're coming in, you can drop the tail and open the thighs just a little bit. And maybe just hang here for a second, allowing those inner thighs and hamstrings to stretch. And then I'm gonna lift my tail up. I'm gonna put my fingertips on the ground, tucking the chin, straighten the legs and allow yourself to hang. And then bend the knees, and it's really more bend the knees, but drop the tail down into that low squatty position for a minute. Shift forward, fingertips on the ground to straighten, and then slight bend and roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Ah, that feels good. And bring it on in. Nice work. Let's just bring our legs here underneath, bending the knees with a little tailbone tuck. And we're going to do some arms now. So just giving yourself that nice rounded feeling, tucking the chin, lifting from the top of the head, and just widen out from the elbow in the top of the shoulder. Good, relaxing the hands at the wrist and rotate so that those palms face back. So again, we're feeling it from the top of the shoulder to that elbow, and you're just going to do some little pulses out. Good. So that feeling is a widening from the shoulder to the elbow. These are so good for the top back of the arms. Keep twisting so the thumbs are back and the pinkies are right to the front. You'll really feel that in the back tops of the arms. Good work. Just keep going for another 5, 4, 3, keep the chin tucked, and I'm going to lift my torso weight up out of my hips. I realized I was really sunk down. Now, see if you can keep the elbow and the shoulder in alignment. Palms will face each other, and we'll come back out. So now you have a nice width across here and across here, and palms face each other, and now we'll do those little twists. Good, and you can kind of adjust here. See where you feel it the most up in that area. You can feel it evenly left to right. Beautiful. Nice. And now bend the elbows down, open a little bit, and with little twists here, little twists back. So those tiny little pulses just get into those little places so deeply. Nice. And I'm going to pause that and just press them back. So elbow is forward. You're just twisting that lower arm back a little bit. Feeling that stretch out in the pecs, feel it between the shoulder blades. So just give me another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping those elbows there. We're gonna squeeze those biceps and 90. Good, let's go 8. 8 and out. 7, squeeze, squeeze and out. And 6 and out. Good work. 5 and out. And 4 and out, and 3 and out, and 2 and out. I'm really feeling this now. I maybe shouldn't have done as many as we did, huh? And up and open all the way. Really stretch it down now. Good work. And let's go ahead and do some little butterflies. So as we do our butterflies, we're going to bring those arms up a little bit higher, higher each time, higher, really stretch out. Fingertip from the shoulder, come all the way on up to the shoulders, then little pulses up and down, little pulses. Good, keeping the chin tucked. Just check what you're doing on the rest of your body. If your legs are slightly bent, tailbone down, can externally rotate those thighs. Good work. Now I'm going to go palms forward, bear. Bring it up, stretch the thumbs, and let's do a bit of 80 arms. So we're going to go 1, reach 2, and 3, and 4. Now we're going to come up and we're going to turn, 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 turn. So feel that nice rotation for, again, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Good work. Turn back again for us. 1, and 2. Feel it right underneath the bottoms of those arms, and turn, 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 and 1, and 2, just holding them up here, 3, and 4, switch, switch. We're gonna go faster, 2 sets of 2s. Here we go. 1 and 2, switch it, 1 and 2, again, it's 1 and 2, switch, switch, it's 1 and 2, 4 singles, 1 and switch, and 2, thumbs down, and 3, thumbs down, and 4, thumbs down. Good work. Reach it out. Good. And I can tell we need a little bit of a stretch it out. So let's do that. Just shake it all out. Shake out your hands. Shake it all out. Get some energy flowing in there. And then we're going to do our back. So one more time, you're going to reach it out. Good. Little pulses. So feel that beautiful rotation in that shoulder joint with the full arm. Then we're going to rotate it all the way to the back, bring them back, and those beautiful tiny little pulses. Good work. So just lifting them up as high as you can, reaching both, feeling. You can stretch the thumbs. How about some tiny little external pulses out? Little circles, little circles, little circles, little circles, and the other way. Good work. All right, let's bring it out, curl it under, shake it. We're going to go right into our side. So just making sure the feet are under your hips, however that feels good to you. Bending the knees, external rotation, grabbing on, palm up. So you're stretching up. Even here, see if you can stretch from here and then relax the shoulder. Not necessarily intuitive there, is it? And just start to pulse yourself over. Good. Woo. And when you're ready, hand here, elbow forward, and get those beautiful spine lengtheners. Relaxing in the shoulder, relaxing in the hip, feeling that heel connecting down into the ground. Relaxing there, hip is down, hand is there. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Oh, that just feels so good. Good. You might even want to take that top arm and pull it towards the back just slightly. Yeah, the whole thing over, because we tend to do this, but because the body doesn't want to really work in that waist, does it? Nice work. Let's bend the knees. We'll come over all the way. Hand on that leg to support, and then let yourself come up, and we'll go to the other side. Grab it on, palm up. Stretch it up and over. Good, good, good. Little pulses. You can even with that hand pull it back just a little bit and just feel the difference, and then relax that top shoulder. Hand here for support, elbow forward. And the more you can, this is an interesting whole idea that I'm going to be stressing a lot in this class is the more you can relax, the more you can get deeper into those muscles that we're working. So it's a relax, but lengthen here. So that whole pulse comes from here. If you tighten it up, it doesn't relax and allow itself to really move deeper. All right, that feels good. Let's bend the knees, coming across all the way. We are going to do that beautiful hamstring stretch. So allow yourself to come down. And hands are on the inside of those legs. You can let the elbows come a bit forward, relaxing the head in it. You do have a slight bend in the knees. And we'll start on that right leg. Again, I'm going to put my left hand around to the front. I'm going to put my right arm on my back, palm up. I'm going to lift and do a nice torso turn. And just watch my neck, that I keep it in alignment, shin with the breastbone. For me, it would be easy to really overturn the neck and then really relax down. Now you can also lift the front part of that foot, turn it about 30, 45 degrees, and then bend the other. And that's really nice and deep. And then melt. See if you can just melt down into it. Inhale, exhale. And allow that relaxation to lengthen out on that leg. Good. And then I'm going to bring myself back forward, both arms on the inside. Take a minute and then switch sides. So now my right hand is around the back. My hand is up on my back. I'm going to give a little bit of a rotation on that foot, bending the other, and then really melt. Melt on down. The more you can relax the torso down. Woo, I'm just shaking away on that hamstring. It's wanting to lengthen there. So just give it a minute again, thinking, relaxing the head down. Even though that torso has a bit of rotation, still relax the shoulders. Nice. And then I'm going to bring that foot back to the center, drop my arms. I'm going to bring them in front of my shoulder, almost like I'm going to roll up over a ball, pulling the belly button in. If you need to protect your back by putting your hands on your knees, do. Bringing it all the way up. I'm going to bring those arms all the way up again. I'm going to come up and I'm going to push my hips slightly forward, get a nice little back extension, and shake it out. Grab something to drink, and we're going to go right into some back booty. I'm not going to do top of leg today because we'll do some others like that. And this back booty is one we do a lot, but I just love it because it really works to just work in here and lift. So facing your chair, V feet, bending the knees, taking that leg out in diagonal, shifting back, hip is forward, curled under, shoulders relaxed. All right, are you ready? Just float those toes up and take a minute to really tuck and externally rotate here. So on this, we've lifted the leg, straighten as much as you can, rebend, touch the floor and lift. So it's a stretch, bend, floor, lift, stretch, bend, floor, lift. Stretch it as much as you can there. Little bend, floor and lift. Stretch, bend, floor, lift. Just give me 3 more. Stretch, bend, floor off, stretch, bend, floor off. One more time. Stretch, bend, floor, lift, flex the foot, adjust again with the hips and the external rotation, and lift, lift. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5. Shift back into your heels. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come out of it. Oh. I find it almost more on my standing leg than I do on the working leg. All right, shoulders down and relaxed, bending the knees, taking it around. Hip is forward, tilted under, external rotation. Shift back, tilt more, you're ready, and float the toes off. Good, and we're gonna really straighten it. Feel that muscle work. Little bend, floor lift, stretch, bend, floor lift, stretch it, bend it, floor and lift, stretch, bend, floor, lift, keep the tilt, and floor lift. Give me 2 more, stretch, bend, floor, off, stretch it, bend it, floor and off, pause, flex, hip, tilt. You're ready, let's do our 8, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep the hip forward, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, and shake it out of those legs. Beautiful. All right, I want to finish doing some things standing today before we go to the floor. So let's do our calves and our thighs. So today for calves, I'm going to have us standing here. Go ahead and cut one over the other. So we're in this position, and you can hold on here. Shift back a little so that we're not leaning into the chair, and just halfway and lift, half and lift, halfway down and lift, half and lift, half, lift. See if you can feel all the ball joints, half, lift. So with that other foot there, it's really like weight training. We don't have to do a whole lot, do we? So now go all the way down, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, down and up, down and up. Two more just like that. Then we'll do a little bit of combo. You ready? Half and up, down and up, half and up, down and up. Just two more. We don't want to exhaust those poor calves. Just stretch them out. Woo! All right, other side. Curling that foot around the ankle. Lift it up high. Feeling all the ball joints, tucking the chin, lifting from the top. So a few little halfways, halfway lift, and really press that heel straight up, halfway lift, and lift, feeling those calves and Achilles working. Two more like that, and then we're gonna go all the way down and lift, all the way down and lift. Two more, all the way down and lift, all the way down and lift. Let's go into our combos. Half, up, down, up, half, up, down, up. Three more. Woo, two more. My calves are singing. Woo, and shake out those legs. I like to do just a little bit of some prance, and then maybe keep the heels down and just do some little bounces just to stretch that out. Should feel good. Little bounces. All right, so today we're going to do our serious thighs. We're coming up high. We're going to keep the knees together, and we'll be parallel. So the knees are together. Just slide the back down the wall, just to wherever you can, and come all the way up and squeeze everything on the way up. So let's go again. Down and up. We're going to go down just to your working zone, squeezing the knees, and a little up and down, up and down. Now the key to this too is to not lean back, keeping the shoulder over the hips, and not tilting or arching the back. Starting to feel it for sure. Just give me three. Keeping the heels really high as well will make a difference because you're really working deep into those legs. Okay, let's pause there. Good. Let's do a hip and a hip. Just hip and hip. So hip and hip. Give me two more. Hip and hip. One more like that. Good work. Now we're going to do circles here. So I'm going hip, going to the back, and curling under. So I'm doing big circles. Just making circles with those hips, and then go the other way. Woo, I'm feeling it in my lower legs as well. Making sure you curl under as you do it. Good, let's come up. Oh, I need to shake those out. Those are challenging. Nice work. Then bend again. Here we are, like I was just leaning back, so I need to come straight up, straight down. All right, now little side to side, 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 side. So notice if you keep your torso there, when you're doing this, you're working legs, but you're also going to feel it a bit in the waist, side and side. And two more like that, and one more like that. All right, to center. Now we're going to go smaller and faster. Smaller and faster. Staying up on the ball joints. That. Good. Now I'm really feeling it. I'm shaking, shaking. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch it up. And shake those legs out. Who's ready to stretch those legs out? I am today. So we're going to do it right on top. I decided to have my mat on top of this chair because my chair is so thin. It's hard to do it. So let's stretch ourselves up, bending the leg and lifting to wherever it's good, and rounding over. And give yourself that nice lengthening and just relax on over. Good. You can almost feel like you're arching up a little bit if you need to get more here. You can also then take that leg that's on the ground and move it back a little bit. You can take your hands and cross them right over. And elbows up, and you'll even feel that up a little bit between the shoulder blades. And just melt. Allowing those hamstrings to lengthen. Relaxing the neck and shoulders. So here's a place of relax. The more you can relax into it, the more you allow all those muscles to lengthen. And I'm feeling this right behind my knee, like above and behind the knee, which is great because that's really where I needed to stretch that. All right, let's just stay here another couple seconds. And then pull yourself up. If you can, lift the leg. That wasn't pretty, but we'll go to the other side. Stretching, taking that standing hip down to lift the other one. Oh, that was much prettier. And rounding up and over. Getting yourself in that position. I'm going to take my standing leg back a little bit. And for me, that really gives me a nice lengthen. Whew. Relax on down as much as you can, allowing all those muscles to lengthen. Again, you can cross at the wrist on that leg and lift the elbows up a little bit and see if you can feel a nice stretch between the shoulder blades. Super good, super good. Relaxing again. Nice. All right, so now I'm going to kind of wiggle that bottom foot in a little bit. That might allow me to come down a little prettier than I did before. All right, so now let's go on to the floor. So I'm not going to use the chair today, but if you have, oh, you know, we didn't do our necks. Oh, well, if you have difficulty really doing a lot of the floor moves from the neck standpoint, have your towel there. And you can use this to really help support the head in these. So I'm going to do that here just for demonstration. We're going to come all the way down. You know what? We will use the chair. Sorry, I just realized I will be using the chair, but just not for this. So keep it around. All right, so now we're going to start to do some abs here. I'm going to drop my camera a little bit. And we're going to do more of a Kalinetics ab work today, as opposed to more of the bar. And so the difference is just in the way that we get in and what we're doing in the lower body. So you can let me know how this feels to you. So obviously when you're here, you're going to roll yourself on down. I'm going to put my towel here, kind of right behind my head, so I can show that. And just relax yourself on the floor first. So just have kind of a neutral spine. And notice in this position with the legs bent, like no, you're not pulling the belly in, you're not engaging those abs or the glutes at all. You're relaxing all of that. Good. Now you're going to take our hands and we're going to put it on the inner thighs, grabbing on. Elbows are bent and up. And then from here, you just want to think about rounding the upper body in. So the chin tucks and you're rounding that upper body. Then really grab onto those legs. Give it a good grab, elbows up and wide, so you really feel it between those shoulder blades. But notice right here first, your chin is tucked, you're looking down towards your button, that your back is relaxed and your glutes are relaxed. Good, and once you're in that nice position, release one hand and the other, and then you're doing your tiny pulses. Shoulders are relaxed. Now you're barely moving, barely moving. So in this position, we're going to do about, well, we're just going to keep moving a bit. Now, if this becomes too hard, you definitely can just put your fingertips here, or you can grab on to your towel and put it right about the middle of my head. That's where I have it. I'm going to keep the elbows in, and I'm just going to keep rounding and letting my head just relax into the towel. Good. So that's a great way to do it. And that way you're also getting a little bit of arm work, but you're not exhausting the your arms or your neck muscles. All right, so drop on down. Now the next one of this one is we're going to lift one leg. Now I can have my legs straight. Have it as straight as you can. You might start this way. And at any time, if this starts to bother your back, you can always bend and bring it in. So I'm going to go straight. Good. I'm going to bring my hands here and we're going to start in the same way. So right here, relax that lower body. So your abs aren't pressing, your glutes aren't engaged, your legs are up, one leg, elbow is bent and up. And now feel that same rounding. So the chin tucks, the upper body rounds up, elbows are up, and start to inchworm that lower leg down. Now, if you find you have to keep it down for stability, that's fine. You might even have it all the way down, but when you can and get stronger, you can lift it up. So I'm gonna, each way, you just do whatever works for you, and then you'll release the outside, inside arm and outside, and relax the neck and shoulders. Relax, you're actually relaxing in the abs and the glutes, and your chin is tucked. So again, they're tiny, tiny movements, relaxing down there. So it's really challenging to relax, isn't it? And do this. Now, if that head really bothers you, again, you can just grab this, grab your towel, keep your elbows in, and you just start working like this. Let the head relax back into the towel. Good. And just keep those little pulses going. Now, if you need a breather, you can just go back and start again in that same position that we started with. Good. Again, if you feel it in the lower back, drop one leg, drop the leg, and you can go to there. It's perfectly fine. So you don't want to get hurt, but you do want to be working deep into those muscles. So just give me another 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1, and allow yourself to come back down. Bend that leg. Good. And lift the other one. Again, see if you can get it as straight as possible. Hands behind here again. Elbows are up and out. So you're really going to stretch between the shoulder blades. Good. Roll. You round yourself up as much as you can. Elbows up. It's a good time now if you want to lift the other one. Good. And once you feel like you're there, you can start your tiny little pulses, and then you can let it go. And tiny little roundings up. And just notice, the more you can relax the belly and the glutes, relaxing in the shoulders, keeping that chin tucked down, the eyeballs are looking down, and you're just working super deep, super, super deep. Good. And these are challenging, no matter how strong you get, because if you get stronger, you just round up more. So you're just working all the abs. You don't have to engage them. Again, it gets too much in the neck. You just grab on, and you can either bring it on the bottom part of your head or the center. I kind of am doing it a little bit more from the center so I can really relax my shoulders down and keep my arms right there in alignment. Good work. So just give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that leg, bend the leg, roll all the way down so we protect. Let's bring our arms above the head, give a nice arch. And now the last one of these is going to be with both of our legs up. We can do it. So lift both legs up, hands behind, elbows in and up. Good. Relax the belly, relax the glutes, and you're ready. Round yourself up. Good. Shoulder blades draw down, and you're curling more. And when you're ready, one arm at a time, and just go. Now, as you get stronger, you can even learn to bring the legs a little further away from the torso, but go at your own pace. And same thing, too much on the neck, we can grab the towel. Good, and keep the curl though. Keep curled up as much as you can. Like in this position with my hands there, I can keep my elbows in and I can bring my legs a little further away. Good work, you guys. Nice. Good, 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 good. Now just notice, are you doing anything with those glutes? Probably not in this position. That's hard. And you're not even pressing the lower back down. Instead, you're rounding the upper body forward. And that really gets into those. All right, let's go ahead, bend those knees. and do a nice rock here. We really want to always make sure that the back is good. And roll yourself up or go over on your side. And always good when the ab work is done, right? So from here, we're going to go right into our mermaids. And I'm going to do mermaids today using the chair to show how to do that, because the chair really can be super helpful. We all know how to do the mermaids. So the leg is out in front, the other one, knee in alignment here. So you want to have your chair right here in front of you. Good. And before you do that, you can either put your hand right up here on the chair or down next to you. And the other hand, just allow yourself to get that hip to roll forward. Good. So again, we know knee and ankle, and make sure that that hip stays there. And then when you're ready, the hand is up, hand is here. Good. And that knee is pressing down to start. The foot is lifted, shoulders are relaxed. You can come over just to wherever you can hang up to, and then you lift the knee not more than 3 inches and tiny little back and forths. So as you progress, when you first start, you might have the chair way over here so you can really come over. It's the same thing as being on your forearms. But coming up is nice because you can use a bit of leverage to come over like this. Good, keeping that top hip rolled forward, and then the stronger you get, you can bring it in a little bit more so you don't have to do so much lean. Good, and really keep going back and forth, and you're gonna feel this, you know, right where it is. So let's just keep going with a few more of those. Ooh, I feel that all the way up underneath the bra strap. Super good. And then notice, can you relax more? Relaxing in the middle of the body as you push back and forth. Beautiful work. All right, let's just pause there. Whoop, come back out. And we'll go right to the other side with that same thing. So you're just going to switch it over, moving the chair. Good, hand here. So the front knee and ankle. Make sure that that knee is behind the hip. Good, and then you can just start rolling that hip forward. Nice. And once you get that movement, you can either put one hand down and one hand up, or one hand up. I hate this, you can't really see what I'm doing, but everybody knows this one already. So little back and forth. So you're lifting that knee, no more than 3 inches, it's small. And really keep thinking about taking that hip forward. I can't see, so I'm going to here. Good. And little back and forth. Constantly thinking about taking that top hip forward, especially if you stop feeling it up in that top back side. Good. Nice work. And just keep going. Bringing your torso up even more as you get stronger. So you can lean more when needed when you start, and as you get stronger and stronger and stronger, to the point where you can even come up and do it without holding on at all. But that takes a lot of strength. You can push one hand against the other, rinse up, and that works as well. Good work, you guys. Drop it, shift up and back a little bit. And now we're going to do side of leg. Let's whip around. Bring the chair up and over. Good, and a similar kind of thing. So you're back in here, and then you're going to take this leg right out from your side, maybe draw it back just a little bit, and really rotate as much as you can, almost get like that top foot to the ground. And same thing, you can lean over away from there just till the toes float. Keep that top hip rolled down, foot right in alignment, upper body up, and just tiny little up and downs. Ooh, boy, I'm feeling that right in that great place, right in the waist and the top back of the hip. Beautiful. And I'm going to come a little bit forward with that top hip. I notice it's starting to go back as I'm looking forward. Good work. So just keep those little tiny up and downs going, feeling that in the waist and the bra strap. Ooh, hang in there. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, bend and come out. Oh, woo, doesn't take a lot. Let's switch over. Really, you just need to do these little puppies, and there you go. Taking that top leg and roll so that that whole foot is under, making sure that you're right in that nice straight line. Front leg, I'm gonna bring out just a little bit, hand here, and you're just gonna lean away from it until those legs float, till the leg floats, and then just keep thinking about keeping that rotation there. Good, I'm just coming over here a little so I can keep seeing. Whew. And the more you can take it here and keep that upper body up as you go, boy, you'll know it. You'll just feel all that right in the side saddles, all the way up into the top of that hip. Straightening the leg as much as you possibly can. So these are really straight legs right to the sides. It's another interesting one, if you can, to also think about relaxing the body. As you go up and down, these are so intense, but the more you can relax, the more you'll get. I'm going to rotate it down even more. Oh, so good. All right, let's enough of that one and come back out of that. Woo, and just kind of roll under. Now I do believe we're done with the chair. So now I'm going to lift my chair up and out of the way. And let's take ourselves onto our backs for a nice spine stretch after that. So I'm gonna go down kind of more into like a goalpost arm. So my shoulders are relaxed, forearms, and you're gonna give yourself a big 90-degree tabletop. And then just allow the weight of that leg to come over. Ideally, you wanna try and keep the shoulder down and just bring the leg to wherever it's ready to go, and then just allow time and gravity to start to open you up in that spine. And what you'll find is over time, if you just give it a little bit and really use your mind to relax, you'll really feel that going over. And before you know it, the foot will touch the ground. So again, relaxing into this beautiful spine stretch. Nice. And then slowly bring that leg back. You want to make sure you're all the way back. And then drop that one and bend the other one, tabletop. And slowly bring that one over, trying to keep that same side shoulder down. And just give it some time. Always amazes me, like over time, before I know it, the foot will be on the ground and I'm really not doing anything. I'm actually going to bring it up a little more towards my head, which will give you more stretch in the IT band and across the glutes. And there we are. Nice work. So just give it another couple seconds of breath. Good, then slowly bring that leg back. Drop it down. Bend that one. We're just going to do a little booty thing here while we're here. So I want you to just, you can adjust the feet to where they're good for you as you're doing this. From here, I'm just going to inhale into my lower belly, allow the tailbone to arch, chin will tuck. And then exhale, you'll come to kind of a neutral and then give yourself that nice tilt. And from the tilt, roll up one vertebrae at a time, relaxing neck and shoulders. And then slowly drop it only until the bottom of the rib cage, kind of the very top of the back bottom of rib cage. So you're in a nice slanty slope. And from here, and you can adjust the legs if you need to. I'm actually going to pigeon toe my toes in just a little bit and just tiny little up and downs from here. So you're kind of squeezing the booty and doing little up and downs, little up and downs. You're going to feel a nice stretch up here in the top of the legs, tiny little up and downs. Good work. Good work. Now from here, I'm going to bring my feet in closer and lift my heels. I'll have both of them up. So now I'm still, rib cage is relaxed down, but I'm just doing little up and downs. So I'm only to here. up high, little tilt, 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 and tilt, little tilt, 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 and tilt. Let's pause and let's do one hip up, the other hip up, center, up, and tilt, tilt. Side, side, center, lift, and lift. Take one hip over, other hip over, lift, and hit, hit, center, 1 and 2, hit, hip, center, 1 and 2, 2 more, hip, hip, center, 1, 2, last one, it's a hip and a hip and a 1 and a 2, pause, now just squeeze the knees, release, squeeze the knees, release, squeeze, release, squeeze, release, give me 5 and release, 4 and release, 3 and release, 2 and 1 and up and downs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, roll it down, 1 vertebrae at a time and bring those in. Woo! I've got me some flexed feet. That feels really good. And just lifting the tail and dropping it, pointing, woo, and maybe some nice circles on that back. Oh, yes, drop those legs. You might want to straighten them out. Let's bring the arms up and just do a big yawn, maybe one hip. Stretch that one leg down and out of the hip and stretch the other arm, the same side arm. So you're lengthening one side, release to the center. Take the other leg. So for me, it's my left. I'm reaching it out from my torso and reaching my left arm up. Feel how the other side will contract and release. Woo, that felt good. Bend the knees, roll on over. Good work. And let's do one more. This is a stretch, and then we'll do our final stretch. So from here, you're going to have your legs like this. Now, if this doesn't work, just hang out in your long legs, and you can start that one early. But if you want to, come with me, legs together. You can lean back. You can try it from here if this is too hard for you, but if you can lean back a little bit, fingers to the side, and just your tail is to the booty. Let me go here so you can see. You're just going to tilt, release, keeping the knees together. Don't drop the head back. Keep it tipped down and just little tilt, release, tilt, release. These are so nice to stretch out in the tops of the legs and the hips. Tilt, release. Tilt, release, tilt, release. Give me 5 and 4 and 3. Stretching them out, lengthening the top of the legs, and come on over. I'm going to come forward. I'm going to come all the way up. I'm going to tuck my toes. I'm going to press back so my toes are really stretching, keeping the heels towards each other. And then I'm going to allow my upper body to come back. So now I'm just stretching out in those feet, tucking the chin, just kind of hanging here for a few seconds. Now I noticed that I'm really on my last 3 toes here. So I'm going to press my heels in so I feel it a little bit more on the big toe. Just such a good stretch for the feet. Ooh, breathing in. And if you have to let go, go ahead and let go. They're challenging. I'm going to come forward. I'm going to now just tap the tops of my feet. Then I'm going to shift back, put my hands back and lift the knees up a little bit. So I get a good shin and top of foot stretch. Oh, very nice. And you can always stay here a little longer. If that feels good to you, I'm going to drop back, shift over onto my side, and let's do some nice long final leg stretches. So I'm going to bring my legs back, hands back here. I'm going to roll off the pelvis, pushing in and rolling. So you got some good pelvis rotation here, warming everything up. And shifting back and rolling it forward. And then when you're ready, you can come forward. Reach one arm and the other, getting that nice stretch. I'm going to flex my feet here even, and really lengthen out. So I hope you enjoy this workout today. One hand is down. I'm going to bring this other one up and over. These are so good too to lengthen what we just really worked on those mermaids. If you need to, you can roll forward with that shoulder a little bit. And anchor, try to anchor that sit bone down. You can use the hand in the floor to push down towards that foot, which will help anchor that. And then you'll get even more out of that stretch. And then put the hand down and come very slowly over to the other side. I'm going to put my hand down here and the other one up. Again, pushing to anchor that and roll. You might find, as I do, one side is more challenging than the other. Oh, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And come forward if you need to. And all the way back. I'm going to lean back, rolling, bringing the legs forward and rolling down over. Good. I might flex my feet and take those little pinkies out to the side and say hello to the rest of my legs. Whew. Yes. And you can use your hands to come up. And then I'm just going to give my heels together, hands underneath those ankles, elbows on those knees, and end with that beautiful butterfly stretch. So I'd say we pretty much worked it all today. I hope you enjoyed that workout.